Thank you. I do like the topic, and I apologize if I just jumped in. I just missed you, and I thought we will just touch base. If you recall, the other night, uh, Dan Street on Roblin, 2 nights ago, he mentioned all his career he was interacting with people directly, physically, and now, obviously, after he retired, after many years, he sees people just like icons, small images on the computer. And of course, it has a different effect. It still gives him the need or the thirst to have actual interaction with people. So this is where Onpassive pays attention to those details. How could you, you cannot avoid technology. This is a part of life. It's not 1991 anymore, okay? This exists, but how can we humanize it? How could we make it more interactional? How can we make it more live and unboring? That's what we strive to do. In fact, for that reason, ironically, and believe it or not, we just rushed into finishing a tech meeting. Mr. Nazdal was supposed to come here because he said tell the three of you, he didn't know Andy would be here. I'm sure he would thank you too, to say thank you, all of you for everything you're doing to help our YouTube algorithm and spreading the word about the contest and all of that. And I told him, come on. I didn't know if he's going to follow me or not. I forwarded the link to him, but if he doesn't show up, he tells you, thank you. So I did my job, you tell him, so I can keep my job. And, you know, basically we covered one of the things about OConnect, the part that you already know and see, it's already more interesting, entertaining, and live, and unboring than everything else on the market. Now, more we're adding. Remember, we're going to have like once a week update, upgrade, okay, permanently. So within the next 2 weeks or so, you're going to even have some more interesting things. Obviously, on the live paid copy, because we're not adding, as you know now, we froze what we have, but now going to the paid OConnect, you're just going to start seeing the progression as we go. The main discussion is to how the word crazy is being used in Onpassive meetings quite often, and it's in bold and caps, like crazy ideas, crazy innovation, and we love it. We love to make some interesting technology, not just the usual. You can get this done anyway, but for example, like we were with one of the vendors in Europe in the morning, and they use Zoom. To be honest with you, okay, they were using screen share, and we thought that was really poor quality. I could tell the difference because now we're using OConnect. I said, can we please next time use OConnect, because it's really not that attractive when they share screen. It's not that good of a quality. So yeah, we definitely will impress you. That's no doubt about. Like within the entertaining aspect, more humanized. To the point, I'm going to add this because it's 360 and we can say things we don't say anywhere. To the point where, some boring meetings or presentations that happens, not this one, okay, but in general, there are some boring meetings, like you're there, okay. So we created, okay, well, it's not done, but there is something that is coming in the display. When it's boring, it will break the ice in a way and make it more interesting, even if the presentation itself is boring. Speaking of the a music background, speaking of the resound, speaking of all of that, that is done. But now something more about the display. So what's happening? So it's going to captivate the attendee in a way, even if the content is horrible, but you're amused by the display, the outlook of the application. And I promise you, there's not going to be one boring session with Onpassive. So to all of you horrible speakers and attendees, I'm sorry, presenters and coaches, we got a place to fix you. Come here. You're going to be okay. But it has to be with heart. If you don't do it with heart, it's not going to be done. If you're money driven, it's just going to be cut dry and another transactional application. However, resound, you will be able to add your own resound. We've added more, okay? So they're more exciting now. We have more selections. The problem is you're going to be hooked. It's going to be addictive. You're going to, by the time you play with it, like half an hour is gone. So there's not going to be a 30 minutes connect, but the good news is unlimited. And then background, you can upload your own, no problem, okay? You can make your sound and add it, presentation, all of that. So you have more options now, and they are there already, and you can add your own. It can't get any better. So you can add, like record. Hey, okay, for example, you want to do that? Captain Chris Johnson is here. You can do that, okay? And all you do is just click buttons and have fun. Let the machine work for you. Yeah, save your voice for the good stuff. Giddy up, Susie, or, so everybody will be able. How are we doing? Yeah. Hey, Jane. I mean, I'm trying. I mean, Chris. So that would be interesting. So what was the topic about today? I mean, I just want to catch up with you because to be honest with you, we have so much in our plate, and I kind of sneaked in here between meetings. There's another one coming now, different topic, but overall, I want to ask question. If you don't have a question for me, and you can ask any question. Are you ready for an exciting ride? Because for a while, people are in such an anticipation and some anxiety mode. And we said it's a done deal. And we worked hard not to have to repair. I heard you talking about repairing. We worked so hard not to get to the repairing mode. Now, there's a difference between the past couple of years, beta testing and all of that is on us. We're paying. We don't complain because we're building organic technologies from scratch. But now it's a different game. Not necessarily the people I'm talking to here on the screen, but the general public is not going to give you mercy when it's a paid product or when they adapt our technologies as a part of their daily activities or routine, whether in business or personal. So if somebody has an connect meeting, school, or business or interview or something, the last thing is we want to break or drop down or fluctuate in the quality or the security or anything. But we cannot take a chance. I'm going to remind you, Onpassive, exactly like NASA, failure is not an option. You cannot send people to space and say, let's see what happens, and we'll find a way to bring them back. We'll think about it. No, you have to really meticulously perfect the plan and the testing to see it all the way through and the return safely. So this is exactly how we see. So the question to you, so we've done our part, we brought it to the point now, we're about to give it to you. paid. It's a big transition between free. Free is on us. It's the same work. It's all of that. But when it's paid, now you become entitled. Okay, you have that entitlement as a customer, as a user of our technology. I'm paying for this. I expect this 365 days, or as long as you're paying for it, you expect a perfect 100% uptime, running, functional, stable product. And we cannot take a chance with that, especially the first, product. So yeah, we will make a big splash with the first few products, especially with OConnect, being there's nothing you can compare it to. There's nothing. The quality, I'm telling you, it just got up. So the paid is gonna get better. The display, the features, the entertainment, all of that, it just gets better. And every week you go, there's something more, there's something more. But the price is not gonna go up in terms like you pay for it, that's it. But we are gonna, there's a whole team is gonna work on the advancement as we go. But I'm not sure if the market is ready. Are they expected now? Because they might think, well, we can go another month. They, I don't blame them if they think that way, but they're not going to go another month without paying now. We've given it to them for well over 3 months now. Okay. And, we want to open shop. We've given so much, to the market, to the vendors, to the staff, etc. Now, I think it's fair for us to expect something in return as a company, and for those who really help to build this business and have a good exposure for it. My question: how ready are you? Or do you think some people will like now, oh, okay, take your time, they're just gonna hide, okay. It's not gonna break the bank, it's reasonable.
I think there's certainly going to be people who are going to be nervous about it, Ash, because we've been in this journey for such a long time that actually switching over to the next phase, which is what you're talking about, I think it's going to be a bit of a surreal experience for many people, and one that's a bit like waiting for a baby to be born. You're expecting what's going to happen, but until it actually happens, then you actually don't know how you're going to react. And I think there's going to be a lot of people who are going to react in a lot of different ways, but certainly excitement is going to be there, that's for sure.
Fantastic. Okay, fair enough. But it is real, it is happening, and we've taken a very long free ride. I mean, it's fair for us to turn it into a real business. The four of you now, if you want to begin alphabetically with Andy, do you like to open a topic or a question? Like, what's something take advantage? What do you think? You interact with founding members and users, something we can touch upon.
Hi Ash. I'm intrigued about OTracker, and I'm trying to learn more. Obviously, hopefully, when we have our own website sorted, we can link that then to OTracker. But I've got several friends and colleagues that have OTracker, and they're working their way through it. Now, obviously, there's a guide to help them, and my understanding was that what Mohammed Nazal has been able to do is to take all of the features from all of the other products out there and combine everything under one, and then add some more.
Is that right? More, yeah, absolutely.
Wow. So
here's the thing we discussed today, ironically today also, it's going to be integrated when it comes to having your domain purchased from Onpassive through ODomain, then it becomes already, and you don't need to add on or to copy a plugin or something. So it is automatically integrated, the single sign-on factor, so everybody could have a use of it. So a couple of months until we have that service available to the public, I don't have a time. I'm not implying anyway, but it's going to happen in the near future. But when that happens, okay, you book your domain. So a part of the integration, OTracker is already integrated with, andyburks.com, right? And the other factor, we asked for it to be integrated with OMail, and there might be OMail Pro, by the way. Okay, never said that. That's another product. But OMail and your domain name, the integration of OTracker, Andy, since you're interested, it will be, for example, you send out a broadcast, okay? You have a list of 1,000 people. You send a broadcast, you want to know what happened to your message to them, who opened it, who's engaged, who's really interactive with it, like who opened clicked the link if you shared a link or a video, watched it, how long. So you want to get a forensic dissection analyst for your data or for your activities. That will be through OTracker. So that will be also integrated. So as an add-on to that. So in today's discussion, also previously earlier, we've talked about the integration of OTracker with OMail. It will happen. So
Wow. So is it with the
every free mail allow me? There's no free mail allow you to track. It will be a paid bulk mail, something, right? Yeah, but with OMail, you can actually track your message. It's incredible. You can see from what devices they opened it, where are they? If somebody tell you, I didn't see your message, you're lying. I got the data. I got the evidence. Okay. I know what time. I know your IP address. I know what device. No joke. It's a receipt. I got the receipt with me. So I'm sorry, Onpassive is like ruining the the lying. Oh, we have 16 participants. Where are they?
That's phenomenal. Thanks, Ash.
We never know how they get on here. It's a secret, I think, but
Oh, so they just get the.
yeah, we don't know how they get that link, but they.
You want to see some names you may recognize? Maybe the team.
How is Ash? Since I'm second in alphabetical order, how excited not only are you, because I can see it in your face, what about the team? How excited are they to actually show the world their work? They got to be going crazy right now.
Very, very good topic. Thank you, Chris, and I appreciate that. Well, truthfully, there's a mix of nervousness, and there is a mix of, accountability, responsibility, because everybody, they have their part. And in the meantime, there's the time factor. You cannot deny it. All of that there, but yes, you're absolutely right on. There is a general theme of pride of us being able to pull up this technology for the first time and all of that. There's not one conversation that someone would say this would be kind of disruptive, or this is outstanding or above or superior so and so, whether we're talking about OTracker, OConnect, or the other products that are not released, or OConnect, anything that we know what's coming and they know what's coming. So the attitude is there's so much pride with of course the pressure is there because out of responsibility, but yeah, they have this confidence and this pride within, like, oh yeah, we did it, and we did it the best. I don't mind saying that one of the things, for example, we didn't want to go too far in the paid product of OConnect without having the disruptive AI components. So now I'm not going to say exactly, but a few of them, are done. Now it takes time for them to evolve and mature. We know AI. We're going to start with basic AI, whether it's noise cancellation, And for the first time ever, you're going to have speech to speech, not on the recording, on live. We're talking English now. Somebody can have translation in Spanish in real time. In real time, there is a latency. We call it seconds. You're not gonna mind it. You don't understand, what they're talking anyway. So so you select the gender, the accent, male, female, and you're hearing in your language. Remember the recap. So nothing we say is shelved. Okay, we go to work. So when we were able to transform those ambitions and beautiful ideas and all of that, and now we're just like testing, tweaking, perfecting, AIing them, I can create that term or verb. Lots of excitement, Chris. Lots of, I think the most I can sum it up with pride. There's so much pride and confidence. Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you. That's a great answer, Ash. Marty, it's your turn. I know you got a good one. Come on, brother.
Thanks, Chris. Buy a air pressure gauge, by the way. Yeah, Ash, the one I have is pretty close to what Chris said. With this this last 5 years for you, where you were, what you thought, what it developed into, what your thought would be. I would like to know how you feel today. Not where it's going to go. You know it's going unbelievable, but up to today. Looking back, and I can only, I have some idea of some of the bad you had, but all summarized, how do you feel today about this painting that has been painted with you and the great team that you have?
Beautiful. Fair question. And what time is Roblin live?
9
Oh, no, I'm
o'clock.
kidding.
Yeah.
Okay. That's I can go on for that, but briefly, definitely, I can tell you this humbly. I go to work without any expectation. I just know I'm going to give it my all, do it or die. This is, I don't care about the results. The results came out much better very early on. They came out much better than I would have hoped for. I didn't hope for anything. I don't know. I just don't. I go to work. I know this is my mission. I'm going to do it. Whatever happens, I'm happy because I'm working on my purpose. And that was the first phase. So I gained confidence with that. Oh, wow. So it's better than like, oh, I wouldn't even expect that. So this is good. The reaction, the results. Then who came on like yourself from, the public, the globe, that teamed up with us, that gave it another booster. And that gave me more confidence. You can only achieve more. So now self-confidence, add to it more because who are you surrounded or who believed in your vision, it increased my certainty about what's possible. And then, especially the last year or so, I would say 2 years, the people who came on board on the team side, on the corporate side, that took it to the extreme where we have this thin line between the supreme confidence we have until we think we're arrogant, like, because we're that confident, there's nothing we will say no to it. Everything is possible. Any idea, any great service we could do for humanity, for the public, for the users, for the market, we will do it, no doubt about that. We will be the first company that would care about, let's say, the deaf community or any impaired community. physically. So for example, like who would ever bother to create technology for, let's say, sign language on a webinar application? Because they're not going to buy it. They're not, deaf people don't typically buy an audio video webinar video conference platform. They don't buy that. So why bother? We will be the first company, because we don't think about how many customers, if one will use it, we've done the service. So that is the distinguished thing, that as we go in time, today when I think about it, before I didn't have prediction, now I think there's absolutely no limit. There's no cap for how far we can go, and we're proud of what we do. We're not competing with anyone in any way. We don't down anyone. We would clap for them. There's so many services. I have nothing but respect for them. I will use them for as long as they're there or there's a need for them. I don't need to name a few, but there's several services. They're amazing. They're outstanding. They are who they are. So you may say, well, you're not going to be better than this. I mean, let's say people who say, how Onpassive is going to be better than Google or Microsoft? Well, we're not in the same game. They're playing, this is software development. They are doing, search engine and, now some additional application. What they're known for is, and we're not even touching that. So how could you compare? We have a different game, and nobody in that game is AI with heart, is caring about humanity. It's not just about making money. They're good at that. They have 1, good 2, 3 services. That's fine. But what we created is definitely superior in terms of, for the first time, you feel, I can trust this company. I trust this product. I know it's not just to use me and suck my money and time or data, which is precious. It's here to serve me, to help me, to save me time, money, and to ease my life, to simplify my activities. So the confidence is what stands out for me. It just my confidence 5 years ago and my confidence today, I believe we're unstoppable. I mean, there's nothing can crush us now. Only God. I would always have to say that, because I'm not going to be ignorant and say, nobody. God can stop it. Okay. But other than God, nobody can stop Onpassive. We're unstoppable. I can't even stop it myself. Just don't feel bad, okay? So if there's an idiot out there, they're thinking they're gonna, shut down Onpassive or other, I can't even stop it. Who are you to even try? So save your breath and time and go, bark in a different neighborhood.
Absolutely fantastic, Ash. So I'm last up then. How can you follow all that? It's amazing. I'd actually like to talk about the new website that came on Monday. Now, I've been harping on about this ever since Monday. I've noticed an amazing change in this new website. Mm-hmm. For me, the best website. And the reason it is because normal way of scrolling on a website or going is up and down. This is left to right. The visual behind it on the graphics has got a guy superimposed there in a video searching Onpassive products like he's in some sci-fi movie. Absolutely amazing. And I just wanted to give my thanks to the O Media team, really, for what they're producing now.
The marketing design team. Not O Media. This is
it's a market. Is it different? Oh, marketing design team. Well, what they are doing at the moment for me is absolutely head and shoulders above anything else that you will see out there. And if this is the quality of what we will be getting our hands on as far as our web pages and through the domain and all the rest of it, then it's just going to blow so many people's minds that they are going to have access to this quality. It really shows that we are in the marketplace as something that is far superior to everyone else. And I know that's what everyone is striving for.
So this is your favorite so far, Red?
For me, it is, yeah. And the reason that I liked it so much is because it made me stop and think, how do I scroll for a start? That was number one, is because when it came up, I automatically, when I scroll, I use my up and down arrow on my keyboard. I went up and down, nothing happened. I was like, hang on a minute, what's going on here? And then I saw the slide and I thought, oh, well, this is different. And so you slide it across. And it just made me think, you know, everyone's going to be in that situation. But what it does do is it stops you automatically scrolling, if you get what I'm saying. You know, because you have to instantly think a little bit, it makes you take more notice. And when you're taking more notice of what's there on a page, guess what? You're reading it. You're actually becoming interested in what is there. And isn't that the whole idea of a web page, is for people to be able to read and get interactive and then make their own journey within a web page by clicking on something, it'll take you somewhere else. And then you end up going further and further down the rabbit's holes of what you're interested in trying to find out. I loved it. And for me, definitely the best one. So kudos to the marketing department.
Oh, thank you so much. And they are saying you're very welcome, Red and everyone. Enjoy it. One word. My favorite is the one that is coming up next Monday. This coming Monday on the 17th. That's my favorite so far.
Looking forward to it.
And they're telling you, if you like this one, Monday's gonna drive you crazier.
I'm actually gonna have some side bets going on with them too, because they keep changing the registration and the login tab at the top, different way rounds. Sometimes, some weeks the registration tab's before the login, and other weeks the login is before the registration one. And it's one of my weekly games now to see which way round it is. So it's
but this goes
cool.
in line with like how unique we are. Like we don't have to, you understand, like we don't need to give like 4 or 5 websites a month, right? And every holiday, every occasion. Yeah. So this just goes, we don't calculate, you know, because you could just design one website a year. If you're, you know, you'll be fine. Like, okay, a year, just not one site for life. Okay. Most companies, one site for life. Right? And if you do it once a year, you're ahead of 90+% of all website designs. Doing it weekly, nobody does that. No one does that. And if we go another level, which we could, okay, as we need with OCreate and the ODomain and all of that, it just mind-boggling. Like nobody even would consider having multiple websites a year. Needless to say, a month.
Thank you so much, Ash. Not only for
So
your
how
time
can you
here
compare?
on 360. You
Yeah,
can't.
of course. Yeah. Absolutely. All right. Any more? You can have a second one, bonus, refill. One more question. Narelle is here.
Ash, I don't have a question. I want to let you know, a gentleman named Roy Davies. All right.
Yeah.
Good old guy. Good friend of mine.
He's in Florida. I know Roy Davies.
He called me the other day and he had come across some money and he wanted to donate some money to buy those guys all a coffee in Hyderabad. And I said, I'd let him know. I go, but I think Ash has got that. He's got it covered, but I think they'll appreciate. I'll let him know. Great time. But what he did do, he said, okay. I said,
I like cash, Roy.
Yeah. Well, what he did
No.
is he turned around and he donated $400 to the Seeds Academy for their graduation today, which I was blown away. I didn't expect him to do that. But just to let you know, to throw out there, I told him that I would tell you, Roy Davies wanted to buy the entire staff a coffee and a donut or whatever they can get. And I said, I think Ash has got this, but I will definitely.
Very nice. We do have unlimited beverages, yes, everywhere. Okay, so not just coffee, yeah. So not once, so unlimited. So some members they get their daily lunch at our expense, which is all you can eat. Is not just like one cut dish. So it's unlimited food for lunch and snack, and of course, you know, at least once a week they have desserts or pizza or whatever. But some people that work a little over time, they also get a dinner and transportation, all of that pocket money. But to be clear, because I heard somebody was like thinking that we give them once or no, lunch is daily for the staff, hundreds of people in Hyderabad daily. They have lunch daily, and a good portion of them twice a day, lunch and dinner, depends on how long they stay. And all day long, unlimited beverages, coffee, tea, water, all of that. And if you're thinking about 5, 10, 20 people, 30 people, a wedding, 100, 200 people, once, that's a good effort and a budget, and you need to do that. So we have full-time vendors, who cater to that. So when you're doing that, like daily wedding, okay, with several hundred people and unlimited beverage, no doubt.
A daily wedding. I like that. All right, one more thing. I gotta say this, Rash. You
Health
ready?
insurance and all the benefits. Yeah, 100%.
All right, you ready? When you're all done, said and done, I think we're gonna sit down probably by 2062, when I figured by the time you're really done. I wanted to bring something to your attention. You know, I love boats. You know that. You love. I love
Of course. Yeah.
And I'm reading up this, and I wanted to tell you this last week, but I forgot. By 2027, the boating market will be $35.4 billion. Now, that's humongous, right? But what I'm saying is most people don't buy boats or bigger recreational vehicles because of gas prices. So I'm going to put a little seed in your head is I'm waiting for someone to come along that can design something where a boat doesn't take gas. You know what I'm talking about? Because I'm going to be the guy that designs it. And then you just put whatever this mechanism, which I know you're going to think of, in there because people love to boat. And the truth is, the average middle class people, they can't even afford to get a halfway decent boat because of gas prices.
They've just released a hydrogen powered super yacht, Chris.
Yeah, but that's for super rich. I'm talking about middle class people. The one Onpassive represents the poor, the middle class, and everyone. But look, he's already smiling. He heard 30.45 billion market.
Because we're on 360, and I'm going to break this down for everybody's level of intelligence. Chris Johnson, live on YouTube right now, he's asking me to invent a source of energy that can help the boats, cruises, yachts, anything sails in an ocean or water or lake, better and more efficient, fuel efficient, or something cheaper, or environmental probably friendly, I would assume. You want it free or like?
No, I want it free. Someone's got to make a little bit of ching on it.
What else? Belly dance for you? Like,
yeah, there you go.
Come on. This is not like, okay, I got like this brilliant. Okay. Oh, by the way, while you're at it, okay, Andy, can you invent like a car that can like spin and fly and dive and make food? And
this means he's thinking about it, guys. Don't let him fool you. He's thinking about it.
Well, it was Stan Mayer in 1999.
You know what? Since you said it, I'm up to the challenge. All right, just because it's you, Chris. Okay,
I will do it.
But
man.
this project, I will take nothing less than $4.
There you go. I'll put in the $4.
If you got that, I'll go to work now.
There you go. I knew it.
All right, guys, please. I know this is live, but try to cut the last 4 minutes, okay? Cut.
That cat is out of the bag, man.
Yeah. Do you see like how insane he is? Like he's hey. By the way, I know a couple of people who have cancer. Can you find a problem for that?
Yeah. I was waiting for him to say, well, yeah, but you got till Saturday. You know?
Hey,
yeah. I'm glad
that's how much faith I got in you, brother.
Yeah. He gave me a while.
Faith I got in you. You once told me, you tell me it, I'll get it done. So I'm telling you it. You got till 2062, man.
No. If I say I get it done, I will get it done.
I know you will. Thank you, Ash.
but you tell me the idea. I'm going to be clear because some people are going to tell me, throw some ideas. They will come up with the ideas. So they might be good ideas, but I say that I don't have the ability to do them. So, but I'll say, I'll give it my all. Okay, that's different. I don't guarantee, but if I tell you I know how to get it done, it will be done. It's a done deal.
Good enough for me.
Yeah. What do you like to be done, Red? So
What would I? What are we on
no
the
more
subject
fuel
of?
for your boat.
Actually, there's electric boats now and hybrids on the canal boats.
Oh,
It's a boat of contention in the narrow boating community, I can assure you. But they already have them here in the UK for those, because obviously you can put all the solar panels on the roof that produces the enough energy for the electric. So
How
that's
about
already
this?
there.
We save the people on the ground first, and then we go to those who are on the ocean.
I totally agree. That's definitely got to be the way forward. 100%. Let's do that.
Yeah. You know, that's how I always think. You know why I always think fill your tank and then you go. I'm going to give you the analogy. Anybody been into an airplane before? All right. Have you seen that orientation or the presentation you know, when before the flight or just while taking off, which is how to use the mask and in case you and the floaty, the vest. What do they tell you? If you pay attention, they tell you the oxygen mask to yourself in case you have children after you save your life. So we're going to think you are the main passenger and others are the children on board. Put your mask first, then to the children. That's what I think. So we're going to save those who are on the ground and fill your tank and look up to yourself. So the new term, if it's fair enough, after understanding the analogy, put your mask first. Once you're okay, you can plug it into the kids. Unless you have others, you can just throw the mask. My son is here. I would have said, you know, I would have said, I don't want him to be upset about grandma.
No.
Yeah. Just in case and she's on flight. You know what? The mask has a hole, so.
45,000, Ash. Remember, 45,000. Oh, Lord.
All right. Are we done? One more question. Last question. Andy, come on, spill the beans. You got something? We don't
Well,
give
are we allowed to discuss what you
anything
mentioned
you want.
earlier?
Anything
Okay,
you
well,
want. You want to
you
stop the
mentioned
stream and talk to me? I have another 20, 40 minutes I have.
you mentioned the next level in OMail. Would this be available for companies? Because at the moment, most companies.
Absolutely, absolutely. You nailed it. Yep, yep, yep.
Okay, so
And it would be insane. There's going to be a feature that is not on the market. Period.
okay,
Not feature, a solution.
Right, okay, because most companies obviously have their own servers and therefore put their company at the company name . So we'll have that same facility then.
No, that's with the domain name to have your own
Right.
extension. So your domain name comes with also the typically, like if you go to a registrar now, GoDaddy or Amazon, AWS, okay, Amazon Web Service, any host, okay, you register a domain name. Now that doesn't give you a mailbox with it, okay. You're not going to have the so that's an add-on. Webmail is an add-on service, like a whole new service, and they're not cheap. With ODomain, you get that extra, okay? But the interface, the mailing solution, okay, OMail Pro has components for businesses and for advanced features within the mail itself.
Fantastic.
I'll give you an example. How about instead of your marketing or you're a company, and instead of giving them a link to go to a website, you would give them a function or an action within, or a transaction within the email itself. So instead of, for example, you're having a campaign for Obless, all right? Example. Within the mail, you can give an option, you know, chip in $5 or $25. You can give it, click there, it's connected to your wallet, bingo. Transaction within the mail, you don't leave, you don't click, you just like get it done within. So this is pro. That will be paid, but there's more. I can't talk, we're just public. I didn't plan anything. Otherwise, you know, my team is never going to let me talk in public.
Fantastic, Ash. Thank you very much, and thank your team for this wonderful work. It's extremely exciting. Every day is a
well,
like
I just have Chris to come up with some fantasies, and I go tell the team, got to come up with a solution to have the boat run on water. Recycle water from the ocean.
Well, I was also thinking about advertising too, you know, race boats. It's a big, big thing. We could have our own down the road, our own Onpassive race boat. It's a big thing. And
I understand. Of course.
Big thing.
What's our saying? We leave no unturned stone. We flip every one of them.
Absolutely.
We're going to market outside Onpassive until we become the market. And then you don't have to go outside. It's everything within our lobby, within the house. In-house. And you build it, they will come. That's what we just said. We built it and they came. Can you imagine what's going to happen? I mean, can you imagine like with that, what do you call that? The YouTube contest. Can you imagine? This is like $20,000 plus, okay. Can you imagine you're given that per second? Like that much given away. So look what happens in a week or 2 weeks. You're just given 20,000. But let's put it this way: simple math. And we're using Zoom, so we don't have a calculator like connect. So 20,000. How many seconds are per day? So 100. I mean, 60 hours time 24. 104. 1,440 times 6t. 86,000 seconds time 20,000. Slow down. $1.7 billion. Andy, you're the numbers guy.
Number of seconds per day.
So, well, we know that it's like 86,000 seconds a day. That's just a naive, you know, calculation that if we're doing that in 2 weeks, like you're giving away, you see the buzz that goes around. $20,000. It's a big deal. You know, some people are making 10,000 a few, but take that to the extreme, that 20,000 per second. But in a year, okay, or a month, I calculated that. So annually, if you give well over, let's say $2 billion annually, you're going to be averaging the 20,000 a second. You follow me? No, you're not following me. All right, if we have a show for 2 weeks, $20,000, if we run that ongoing, so that is not going to be 20,000 in 2 weeks, going to be 20,000 per second. If that goes on, some people are going to make that 20,000, and then you got a million people, okay, earning 20,000, 5,000, 300, 200, added up, billions a year, right?
1.728.
So what would happen if you're having a $20,000 per second contest. So he was talking about marketing. All right, so you're gonna have to rewind this 15 times, but you will get it. Not my fault that I'm fast mathematically. So I'll break it down for you, Andy.
I got it. It's 1.728 million. So 1.728 billion.
If you're doing a contest, you know, per second, okay, that's going to be billions annual, but I'm talking about per day, 86,000 seconds. Every second of those 86, if you're getting to that point, there's people are just going to be out of their mind. He's talking about marketing. Okay. I guarantee you didn't get it. What I'm saying is the marketing that we're talking about, put it on a boat show, on a sticker, on Burj Khalifa, on the playground behind me. All of that is one thing. But the marketing, once you put that ongoing around the clock contest, unlimited, it could be 20,000 per second. Example, there's no marketing needed. I'm just telling you. So cut this portion, rewind it 15 times, you will get it. Do that annual. So this is per day. Do that annual. Billions. Okay. What marketing are you talking about? It just, this is.
Absolutely. Wow.
Cash flow. That
Give it
people
all the
will sniff it
meatballs.
a country, a continent away.
There goes all the meatballs again, Ash. All
Yeah.
the meatballs right off the table again. Very good, though. I like the analogy.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't need barbecue sauce. It will smell miles away. Okay, so you can cut the part since I came in and repost if that didn't impress you.
It does, however, mean that if you've got 20,000 every second, that with the number of people in the world, their chance of winning is at least 10 times a year.
The point is, when you have unlimited contest running, let's say 20,000 per second, that's hypothetical, okay? It could be more, some seconds, it could be less, okay? But if you have that running all the time, I use the 20,000 because I'm just making a reference to the thing that we have right now when you get hundreds of thousands engaged. But when you have that every second, that cash contest running, I'm just saying it's a powerful marketing source. So don't get carried with the exact figures, okay? That's not the point. The point is when you have that volume repeated, more frequent, nonstop, unlimited. What's Robin's topic tonight?
I could ask. I have no idea.
It's Q&A.
Okay.
Or whatever you want it to be. They might be changing it. They might be changing it right now.
I want it to be, are you ready? Okay,
Are you
the
ready?
company's
You hear that,
ready.
Rob?
Are you
He
ready?
hears it. He hears it.
Company's ready. Are you ready?
Are you ready? Okay.
Okay.
And he's got.
Are you gonna show
up?
up on delivery day or are you gonna hide? I'm sorry for that, but some people will hide. Trust me.
This is Rob.
Oh, he's calling you? Or you calling him? So Red, what's your prediction the price would be for Connect?
Easy, Red, you're muted. Don't say it, Red, you're muted.
I went, oof, that's a hard one to try and figure out. Whatever the price is, has to be in the marketplace as a comparison to something's around, but with better value, if that makes sense.
So it's a better value, and for example, 1,000 for what is it, Zoom? It's 340 plus. You need to get a license. I think it's like $14 a month for the conference, and so it's on the upper 300-ish, close to 400 a month, because we have this very room. You can go to the setting right here. If you came in as admin, this is 1,000. So you would see the monthly subscription is 3 something plus that added without storage. So it's a good 300-ish to 400 a month for 1,000.
If that's the equation for 1,000 people, and you're giving something that's better,
superior,
or superior, interactive, all the rest of it, and even if you came in at 20% less than what is already there, then you're on for a winner for sure.
And Andy, what's the biggest difference between Onpassive and any other in terms of the cost? There's a big portion of, there's the cost, profit, and commissions. There's nobody give us commission.
And
So whatever our price is, that include the commissions. Yeah, say it.
Yeah, but there's no other company that pays you to use the product.
There you
which
go.
is what we will be.
Which ultimately, if you have a couple of users or sales, okay, that covers your subscription. And then anything after that is a plus. What a fun game, right?
You want to hear some good, Ash, you want to hear some good percentages?
No, before I tell you that, before Chris and everybody, pay attention, okay? But also the 1,000 attendees that can come to your Onpassive or Connect are free users. They're not just a one-time, attend and you have no connection with them. You have the ability to email them. You have the ability to contact them, and they wouldn't attend until they create an ecosystem login. It's that simple. So you get 1,000 actual people with you. At least a good percentage of them over time will buy from whatever you sell or have to offer. And when they do, also, you make commissions, and they have the same opportunity. It's just mind-boggling.
Will they have to do an OMail? Will they have to register an OMail email in order to get into the OES then as a free user?
It's 2-in-1. So for example, if they want to attend, they create OMail. It becomes their login for the ecosystem. And that OMail login is if you log into OConnect by itself, if you log into Academy by itself, if you log into the ecosystem overall, it's all roads lead to Rome. Chris, I'm ready. I'm sorry.
I just wanted to throw this in there. One of my biggest questions that I get is, why would people pay for like OConnect? And I give it my reason, but I want to give you all a reason why. What's coming our way? Zoom right now is 900,000 business customers, 3.3 trillion annual meeting minutes. Okay. Now, 89% of people use Zoom for work purposes, while 63 use it for conversation with family and friends. These are the percentages that is going to, I don't think slowly, I think it's going to come when these 500,000 businesses realize that we have a cheaper pay and a better quality and a better service. A business is in it to make money and save money. They're going to come to OConnect very fast. So all you individuals that asked me that question, I just gave you some pretty powerful percentages. This is Andy's job. Andy, you should have said this because you're the numbers guy, but this is what we're talking about. See, these are the things that a brilliant mind looks at, not just says, hey, we're going to do this. I got to believe in Ash's mind and his staff and the people that surround him have looked at percentages, marketing, everything. And then they do it. They just don't do something, I think they really look at it. But think about those percentages of businesses that are going to come into OConnect, I think within the first 2 months, once they really find out about this. So I just thought I'd throw it in there. Ash, I'm sure you're going to add something to that. I don't know, but go ahead.
Okay. So we're going to help Rob Gorman and Lynn Nakamoto tonight by, putting the word out. Okay. Are you ready? And what ready means? Okay. Do you have the funds ready at the door? Okay. Some people have been said, oh, I need a paid product. We gave you a free product. Okay, good. We gave you the paid product for free. You still want more. So now, okay, we're ready. Are you ready? And we're hinting how much it is. So we're kind of eliminating the excuses. Okay. Because I do have a feeling that many of those voices will be silenced once you just like enable the cart, the wallet in the back office. So according to Red's calculation, we're going to go back to that question. You said, let's say they're $400, 20%, anything 20% cheaper, we will compete. Is that fair enough? So 20% is $80. $80, that's 300 left, 320. So if we sell OConnect for 1,000 seat unlimited sessions with all the features we have, if we sell it for $300, 320, we should compete with Zoom.
You have to take into consideration what the company's taking in and what you're generously handing out. So
that is my point. So 320 including we're paying out commissions. So that should like double outdo, right? Overpower Zoom, because 320, it's just like if you're buying the service. We don't know you. Okay. But 320 and you're a partner, is that a good deal? All right. So Redfern, I will tell you the price right now is, if you cut that in half for the first 3 months, it will be less than that. I'm talking per month. Cut the 320. More features, unlimited, okay, including commission, less. So the 20%. So we end up technically less than 50%.
And you're giving that to the founders.
50%. Yeah,
for the first
50% is 200.
Wow.
50% is 200. So if I told you it's less than 200, we're 50% cheaper. What
Wow.
if I told you it's even less? I'm going to tell you exactly how much less. All right. So what if would you say if we were 30% cheaper, that makes it better than 20% cheaper? Like we calculated 20% is $80 cheaper than the one, we're talking about 1,000 seats, not the 20,000. Okay, we're talking about 1,000 seats. So you said 20%, if we're 20% cheaper than them, we should compete. But what if I told you 30%?
Game
cheaper,
over. Game over.
With commissions. I'm gonna flip it. Watch. If you get this, you're the sharpest people I've met today. Okay. What if we're not 30% cheaper, but we're 30% of the price? We're 30% of their cost, meaning 70% cheaper. So flip it. What if we are only 30% of what they charge? And with that, we give commissions.
That is insane.
You can do the math now.
I can do the maths already.
120,
That is
yeah.
insane.
And if you're not ready, you have no chance. You have no chance to succeed anywhere else. If you're not going to grab this, like the minute we say, go to the cart, to the wallet, you have no chance. Sorry to tell you that. You really have no chance. This is going to be 30% of the cost. What's out there, better technology, you get more products with it. You get ongoing added products in the marketplace with commissions, all integrated, single sign-on, done for you.
And is it still the founders would have had that for a 3-month period at the beginning, Ash? Is that still intact as well?
We're going to give them $97 back to their wallet, plus some more love.
That is just amazing.
So it will be, you add the 3 months, what's the cost of them, minus $97, minus the $10, the 10 credit you have, okay, plus more. And discount that, and you pay the difference, and we pay commissions.
My head now is all exploding.
And if you're thinking this is the stupidest businessman I've ever met, you are so right. You're definitely sharper than me. And that is true because no one would do it. And it doesn't make sense. It just would try just to stay in business. That's all we're doing. But in the meantime, it's a balance because you want to give more. You can't have nothing and give. You have to get in order to give back. All right. So let's go do some math, crunching some figures, okay, if you have a calculator, and it's going to be fun. So free ride is there for the tire kickers, okay, but for the serious people, it's going to be there. Let's see who's going to show up. Daily wedding. And daily giveaway, and let's say a daily contest, at least, not per second, then per minute or per hour.
I think I think you've said so much. You made Chris so scared he's had to run away. Look.
He went to count his piggy bank. Don't worry, you're gonna afford it, Chris. So if he is not on the screen, he's gone, or he's just like disabled the video. He dropped out.
Yeah, he's dropped out.
You might be his connection.
Yeah, I know that I'm looking at my YouTube channel at the moment in the chat area, Ash, and everybody is thanking you, is shocked at what you've just said, and they're absolutely blown away. So thank you to all the people who are watching.
30% of the cost with commissions, more features, more products, and a journey for life.
Press off the internet, pal.
Now he's gonna come back and tell me fix my internet, invent something.
Yeah, invent something. You got till Saturday. Yeah.
I thought you've already done that one, Ash.
Oh no. Not in our game now. But I hope this helped in any way. I just thought we haven't talked in a few days, and I thought I'll show up. And Nazal wanted to come, but he has other commitments. Okay, but he said thank you for what you're doing, and we're cooking. So all I can say is, all right, company's ready. Are you ready? That's the question. The company
Fantastic.
is ready.
Somebody
Are
just
you ready?
Somebody just texted me and said Chris's head blew up like his boat did.
Yeah, exactly. Mohammed Nassar has definitely got an invite to 360. I know he wants to come on, so he's got an open invitation.
Well, thank you
Yeah,
guys for inviting
he's
me as well.
listening, but I believe he's driving it. Yeah. Oh no, he's. I think what happened is his sound system has an issue because he got a new laptop and he was configuring that. And he's in Hyderabad now. But I'm sure another time he will make it.
Thank you very much. Andy,
Yeah,
thank you for coming, buddy.
Thank you,
Yeah,
cheers, gentlemen,
Andy.
and thank you, Ash. Really enjoyed today, and a lot of information there. So thank you, guys.
Okay, turn off the
along.
live stream. You say hello, but bye. Turn off the live the live stream, please. Can you do that?